Hey everyone, it's AJ Rettger, author of the best-selling book Oathbreaker and this year's SBFBO's semifinalist Season of Kings. Now, as you may have known, the Witcher 4 trailer came out, and anyone that knows me or has read my books or has listened to an interview that I've done or anything like that knows that I'm a huge Witcher fan. I know Sapkowski is probably my literary goat. His books got me into writing. The games got me into his world. And yeah, I just love everything Witcher. And just wanted to share the trailer, share my thoughts on it as I look forward to this upcoming game. So without further ado, I'll show the trailer and then we'll get back into my thoughts into it.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkably young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness. Tain't the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. Ye've an heart of gold. Ye've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling, sweeten. Today's the day ye fill out your destiny. Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
A Witcher? Witcher! Whose coin did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods!
No! You chose her. Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
tradition. I was chosen to bring salvation.
So thank you!
She were to go to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition.
Oh no, no, no.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
What a trailer. I loved it. Things I liked. It's another badass cinematic trailer from CD Projekt Red. They crushed it. They did this for every game, I believe, starting from The Witcher 3. Witcher 3 had 2. Cyberpunk 2027 had 1. And now Witcher 4 has 1. And I loved it. Absolute perfect. Another thing I liked about this trailer was that they showcased the morally gray world of the continent. Clear. They established that, hey, we're entering this world where there is no right or wrong. Everything is somewhere in the middle. And even when you do the right thing, you're going to have consequences. Ciri goes in, tries to save the girl who's sacrificing herself to save the town, kills the monster, saves the girl. Should be bing, bang, boom. Right thing. Ciri comes out. They kill the mob kills the girl for denying tradition and dooming them. So I love that they established that right away, and it really just cements, the legacy or the lore that's been built in previous games and in the books. It really gets me excited, and I love that we're Ciri again, that the story continues with Ciri. I've seen online that some people don't like that. They don't like a female protagonist or whatever, but I think this has been alluded to and been promised for a long time coming. The canonical good ending in The Witcher 3 was when Ciri was the Witcher or the monster hunter at the end. At the end of Witcher 3 and then the end of all DLCs, CD Projekt Red came out and said, we're done with Geralt. When there's another Witcher game, we're not going to continue with Geralt. His story is done. He deserves retirement. And then the next thing, when the Witcher 4 teaser came out, like the little poster, it was the cat medallion in the snow, which was a medallion that Ciri stole from Leo Bonhart when she killed him in the books. So again, it's always been alluded to. We knew it was coming. I think it's the natural step in the story. One thing I'm a little disappointed about is that I would have loved to be my own Witcher and like pick my school and like work my way up into a legendary status from there in type of a prequel game. But I understand that this is Witcher 4, not a prequel. So just hold out 8 fingers. Witcher 4, it's not a prequel game. It's a subsequent game following the first trilogy, and that the story has to continue. Plus, we get a familiar character that we know, that we love, and that we cherish, whether we come from the books or the games or whatever. I think it's a logical step, and I'm excited to get back in. And she's an interesting character with a lot of depth. Some things that make me apprehensive is that it looks like Ciri underwent the Trial of Grasses and has become a full mutated Witcher. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to tie into the lore, because there's some contradictions there as far as I know in my knowledge. First, how do I know the Ciri's a full-fledged Witcher? Well, she's got the cat eyes, she uses potions, she uses signs, all of which are exclusive to Witchers in the source books and the lore. So I'm not sure how that's going to tie in, because Trial of Grasses, they've tried it on women in the source books or the lore, and it always failed. And they also tried it on adults, and it turned them either into monstrosities or it killed them, instead of like when they used it on children, or they did the procedure on children and turned them either into witchers or it killed them. So I'm not sure how you're going to tie into this and justify how she went through the Trial of Grasses and did the mutations. I've seen some people say that, well, Geralt or Lambert or whoever, one of the Kaer Morhen witchers that we know and love, did the Trial of Grasses to her. I don't think that's the case. I think that, they hated it, especially Lambert and Geralt. They don't want to subject anyone to that excruciating, agonizing procedure. In Witcher 3, when Yennefer suggests they do it to Uma to free Avallac'h so they can find Ciri, all the Witchers, Esco, Lambert, Vesemir, and Geralt, hate it. They don't want to do it, but they ultimately relent because they need to find Ciri, someone that they love and they see as a daughter or a peer or a sister or whatever. And I don't think they would subject someone that they love to that kind of an agonizing process. Another thing that I've seen online is that people say, well, maybe it's because she's a child of Elder Blood. Now, I think that's more likely. Maybe the Elder Blood gave her a little bit more durability and increased her constitution and allowed her to survive and come out as a mutant rather than a monstrosity or die because of her special bloodline. And the Elder Blood is also on display in the trailer as well. She still has it. It's not muted, as some people have speculated, at least in my opinion. When she's pinned against the wall by the monster, she opens up her hand. The source from the roots, which believes where Source and Chaos comes from in the Witcher books, goes to her hand. She hits it with like a lightning attack, which isn't a sign that is, it's not Ard, it's not Igni, it's not Yrden, it's not Axii, it's not Quen, and it's not Heliotrope. It is something new, so either they're introducing a new sign or this is a whole new experience, this is a whole new like Elder Blood power that we didn't see in The Witcher 3 from Ciri, and I think this is that would be more likely why she lived through the Trial of Grasses. But my question is, who performed the Trial of Grasses on her? Possibly it's the new antagonist, who I'm also excited to see, because now the Wild Hunt's gone and Amir is essentially defeated, depending on your choices in The Witcher 3. I'm excited to see who they're going to introduce as a antagonist for Ciri to fight. My overall thoughts on the trailer is that I'm excited to get back in the Witcher world. I think it's great. I love this book and this world and these games. It absolutely just fills my heart with so much joy. Can't wait to dig my teeth into it. There's the questions with the Trial of Grasses and Ciri. I think I gotta have faith, kind of almost blind faith in CD Projekt Red. They've been pretty loyal to the source material with all their games in the past. They've obviously changed some things. They've modernized some stereotypical tropes and some outdated cliches that were in the books and stuff like that. But ultimately, they've stayed pretty close to loyal and truthful to the source. So I expect them to do the same here and come up with a great idea or a great explanation on how Ciri can do these great things. And I honestly can't wait for more. If there's anything you disagree with or have opinions on that maybe I didn't think of, or if I said something that wasn't factually correct in terms of the source, please let me know down below. I'm always open to learning more, and I'm sure I put my foot in my mouth at some point. But when there's more Witcher news, I'm sure I'll be back on here, and I'll be giving my thoughts out to any who will listen, because I absolutely love this book. I love these games. I love this whole world, and I will literally talk anyone who gives me the time of day about it. But until then, take care. Make sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on this stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.